One of the surprising elements of the India versus England Rajkot T20I was Hardik Pandya's slow knock. He scored just 40 runs of 35 balls, and that made sure that India couldn't really get over the line in the third T20I against the visitors here. So Hardik Pandya's knock was criticized by experts and fans, and let's just see what they really had to say. Now, Parthiv Patel, he joined the discussion on Hardik Pandya's slow innings against England, and he said that you cannot take 20 to 25 balls to get settled, need to keep rotating the strike. There are a number of dots in that innings that put pressure on the other batters. So Hardik Pandya, he basically came out to bat in the middle order in the Rajkot T20I, and that's his usual batting position as far as India's T20I setup is concerned. And he could only manage just 14 runs of the first 21 balls. There was hardly any boundary, and that made sure that basically put a lot of pressure on the other batters, maybe the likes of Tilak Verma, Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel and Dhruv Jurel, who surprisingly came out to bat very low down the order. And that was one of the major reasons why India couldn't really get going in the Rajkot T20. And as far as Hardik Pandya's knock is concerned, he couldn't really get those boundaries, struggled to hit those strokes, and that made sure that India couldn't really get past the total of England's 171. Now let's just see, what the fans really had to say about Hardik Pandya's knock here, and they were overtly critical about how he went about his business with the bat. Now Hardik Pandya, one of the fans tweeted that meet Hardik Pandya, he denied a single on the last ball to Jurel, thinking he would finish the game for India, got out on the very next ball and played one of the worst T20I knocks for India. This is not confidence, this is arrogance and overconfidence. So sometimes it does, give an impression that the fans really go over the board with their praise or the criticism for the Indian cricket team players, and that's what maybe this kind of a tweet does show. And it's just a perspective here, it's not about trying to influence everyone. That Hardik Pandya's knock has been overtly criticized because in the past he has won those games also. And if we talk about one of the T20Is wherein he did not really get going, it was the Haibeha T20I against South Africa in November 2024. He scored about 39 runs of 45 balls, and that was the pitch where almost all other batters struggled. So maybe two knocks in the last 4 to 5 months, which I've basically witnessed for Hardik Pandya, that he hasn't really got going. Maybe the fans are overtly critical. Now another fan, he said that if a batter's plan like Hardik's here is not to take a single of the last ball, why don't they simply convey it to their batting partner instead of doing this dance in the middle, not even commenting whether it was right move to do so or not. So this fan is basically referring to Hardik denying a single to Dhruv Jurel in the last few overs of India's innings in the Rajkot T20I. So this fan basically says that Hardik could have probably done it before and told it to Dhruv Jurel that he's going to deny a single beforehand only. But then it is just a strategic move because Hardik, the batter, he has done it in the past also, and he believes in his skills to finish the game for India. Not the first time he has done it, obviously not the last time also, but then he has won games for India in the past. Well, moving on, one of the fans also said he played a test knock, maybe another overtly critical thing, throws his bat as he was really playing fast. Hardik, the finisher, finished the innings with strike rate of 114 after playing 35 balls. So maybe it's just a couple of innings, but then I think this is where sometimes the fans also maybe need to understand that these knocks are also dependent upon the pitches or how the other Indian batters go about their work. Now Hardik wasn't the only Indian batter who struggled. There were others also. He tried his best to make sure that he could get India over the line, but then it was a two-paced pitch. It did change in the second innings, and then India couldn't really get past the finishing line. Now Hardik Pandya will definitely have a couple of other opportunities to redeem himself with the bat in the fourth and the fifth T20I in Pune and Mumbai on Friday and Sunday respectively. But then his major challenge now will lie in the three ODIs against England and also the Champions Trophy that's going to follow the ODIs and will begin on 19th of February. Now, can Hardik Pandya really redeem himself in those remaining matches ahead of the all-important A-Team ICC tournament? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Shivam, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.